I'll tell you another a story. Man, happened to you know who. I had a love once. Yeah, 20 years I loved this woman. Trusted her with everything, gave her all my money and everything. I even took out half my life savings. The time came, and all of a sudden, I guess she felt there was no need of me no more. All of a sudden. So at first it started with her friend, brought her over and, said she needed to be defended. Because I was a mean old man or something, whatever will. For whatever reason, Teresa Dexter did her will. Now they spent a week away at Heart Lake and Golden Pond or whatever it is up there in northern Quebec. And they just got home a week spending up there and planned. Guess you bet. And this is the way it went. Sure enough, I'll say. They come back and we're sitting in the gazebo. Her mother, me, and Tracy. Now listen, I said, hey, she should help me and go to the police and complain of what Steele and them people done to me. And I wanted her help to go and let them listen to my story. And Teresa said, no woman needs to do that for a man. He can die. Why should she do anything for him? He's just a man. And that's what Teresa said right in front of me. I wonder how her boyfriend Rick would feel about that. I wish I could see. But anyway, that's the way it went. We got in an argument, and she started going like this. And I asked her to leave, and I told her to left, and I told Candace to take her mother home, and away they went. Well, passed, and they came back. Candace and Teresa both were back. And they came to the house where I was sitting by the sink. Candace went to the right of me, all smiling, giggly, you see. And right in front, across me in that sink, sat Teresa Dexter, going like this at me. I'm in the kitchen, there's a nice box there and stuff right there. And this ain't a good place. And, she's kind of scary because she's a mean girl. She's beat up lots of people. And I'm scared. But I kept my head and leveled and said, and I looked at Candace and I asked her, are we going to do this? She smiled and I knew it was going to happen. But this is no place, not in the kitchen. No way, this is not where it's going to happen. Well, let's go to the gazebo, that's what I said. And we'll sit down there and let's have a talk, I say. And we did. We went out to the gazebo. Away we went. We went and sat in my gazebo and started then. And Teresa stood in front of me. And Candace was off to the left, sitting in her chair. All smileys and waiting for what was about to happen. And she wasn't scared. And I sat there and said, okay, we're going to do this. And Candace smiled and grinned. And okay. And I asked her some questions. I started like this. So Candace, when are we going to go to And I didn't get that far. And they were fist pounding me on my face, nose, and arm. And I bubbled up and I had a coffee, you see. It had only about this much in it. That's all I believe. It's red, a red cup, one I just bought. And I'm running with it and running for the house. And she followed me out the gazebo, pounding on my back. And I was going and I made it to the door, but I couldn't reach with her pounding on my back. And then all of a sudden, she went like this on my ears. I got the mark to prove it, man. I got cauliflower ears. She broke a piece of bone in my ear and it pulled out and it's just healing up, man. How many months is that about? And I gotta tell you about this. She went to reach around to grab my neck. I'm gonna throw you down the stairs. That's what she said when she was grabbing it. My coffee went flying at her in the face. It stunned her for a moment, and I got into my place. I locked that door. She sat there banging at me. She's gonna rip my fucking head up and stuff it down my body. She's gonna throw me down the stairs and gonna fucking be happy. And I fucking told her I was gonna call the cops, and I was scared as be because I didn't have a phone. It was out with Candace, don't you see? Candace never phoned the cops. She didn't do nothing. She hid in there waiting for me to become nothing. So I said I would call the cops when she was screaming, and she stopped. She called the cops. That's what saved my life, because I made her call to save my mother. She called the cops, and they did come, but they believed her story, and I was scum. I had blood coming out of my ears and coffee over me, but because she had a little bit of coffee on her, the police said I was the problem. Don't you see? When I went into the back, when I went into the gazebo after the police left, Candace was still sitting there like this. Then she saw me. She froze. She was stunned. Because it wasn't supposed to be me.